One of the worst times in my life was the college application season in my senior year of high school. In my international school, all the students aim to study abroad, mostly UK or US. I personally used to favor Japan or Korea for my studies abroad. And yes, it was because I was a weeb and a K-pop fan. What? Is it so wrong to dream of meeting the Korean oppa? Or learning Japanese while living in Japan so I won't have to watch anime with subs?
something kind of we do.
Gladly, I grew out of that phase and joined others and chose Western countries to study. Anyways, I collected all needed exams, tests, GPA, extracurriculars, and applied to colleges in the States. My dumbass applied only to super competitive colleges with acceptance rates lower than 20%, and without surprise, I was getting rejection after rejection letters. Out of like 15 colleges, only 2 of them waitlisted me. I didn't know what to tell my parents. How do I tell them that almost every college rejected me? I didn't want to go to universities I was accepted to. And I started searching for other programs. And I discovered that I could study in Canada. Why did I never thought of this option? It was already September. I packed all my stuff and said goodbye to my family. After 13 hours of flight to Toronto, I finally arrived to my school dorm in the middle of the night. Next morning, I had to go straight to my first class. I was so nervous. And you know what happened? Teacher asked me first to introduce myself to the class.
Oh god, we still have to do it in college too?
Hi. I'm an international student from... Oh, how long have you lived in Canada? I arrived like yesterday. Oh, I mean, welcome to Canada. You know, it's really cold here. You all say that. You know, we got winter in other countries too, huh? How cold could it be? Oh my god, you were not kidding. It's so fucking cold. Anyways, after the first day of class, I think I discovered how rude I am considered here. Like, someone asked, hey, so maybe you want to have lunch together, mate? And instead of saying, oh, thanks for inviting, friend, but I'm afraid I have to say no as I'm not hungry right now, I said, no. And this person never spoke to me again. The next day in convenience store, I saw and stared at a very pretty girl who had such a cool outfit and style. And then she looked at me back and smiled. And I immediately looked away and pretended nothing happened. I'm sorry, I'm trying to adapt to new culture, but I'm still not used to smiling back at strangers. Like, if I was that girl, I would be like, ew, why that homeless looking girl keeps staring at me? I need to get out of here. I had an 8 a.m. class in the morning and I was being late. I ran from my dorm to the art building as fast as I could, and when I entered the class, it was half empty and I was late for 5 minutes. This is the perks of living in college dorm. The commuters arrived later than me to the class even though they woke up at 4 a.m. and I woke up 5 minutes ago. Well, sucks to be them. So finally, the teacher arrives and tells us today is a life model drawing class. And a lady walks into the middle of the room and takes off her robe and it was just her posing for us to draw while wearing nothing. Honestly, I was surprised by how much I didn't care at all at that moment. Maybe if it was a man posing, I would feel more awkward. But yeah, in like 2 minutes, you get so used to it, you don't even notice that the model is naked. One annoying thing about college is group projects. Group projects everywhere at every class. They never ended in high school. Now you have to deal with the same stupid people in your group project. God, I hate the group projects. Once you exchange phone numbers and make a group chat, you never see or talk to each other again until there's 2 days left until the deadline. And it will happen again and again and again until you graduate. If you don't want to live in the school dorm, let me just say it's not as bad as everyone says. Mine was actually pretty nice. I had a separate room but shared bathroom with my roommate. My roommate was an architecture student and she almost never leaves her room. I also never figured out how her sleep schedule works. Like, she's always either awake or always sleeping. I'll do a separate video about my roommates. Alright, I think it's time to wrap it up. I have more to tell about college roommates and professors and being a broke student, but that's for the next video. So don't forget to follow my channel, Mordy Vell, and like this video. If you want to share anything, just write down below in the comments. Oh, and subscribe please. Thanks for watching, especially if you watched till this end. I have an Instagram now, but it's empty. You can follow if you want. Bye!